Okay, welcome everyone. James Parker from jamesparkergolf.com. Two things that really let a lot of golfers down in their ball striking is, first one, how they move the lower body, right? So a lot of people kind of hang back on their right side and try and scoop the ball up in the air. You watch the pros, their hips are moving forward as they're pushing down into their left foot. So it's kind of, they get that kind of that squatting look, right? So they go from a squatting look to a bending back look. So they're sitting down and then they're standing up, right? And that standing up bit is going to kind of thrust their hips through, and then when they finish, they've got the look where they're bending back and the belt buckle's kind of pointing more up than pointing down. So that's the first one. It's like getting the hips more forward, understanding that as you're moving them forward over the left foot, they're also turning, but you're putting force into the ground with your left foot. Second one is how you control the structure in your hands and your arms, right? So a lot of people, as they come down, they start to cast the club, and you know, the term casting comes from casting a fishing rod, where you go into ulnar deviation too soon, and it just dumps the club head too low. The low point gets behind the ball, you hit it fat or you hit it thin. So what we want to try and do coming down is keep this angle in the left wrist all the way down to P6, and we're going to do that by making sure the right arm stays folded, right? As it stays folded, it's going to keep the left wrist hinged. If you start to extend the arm, that's going to uncock the left wrist or get the left wrist going into ulnar deviation too soon. So keep the right arm folded, get on the left side as you're coming down. As you're coming down, making sure that your right arm's folded, also make sure that the club head is staying behind your hands down to P6. So I think that's a good drill. You can practice getting up to the top, coming down to P6, sitting into your left leg, keeping the club head behind your hands, keeping this right arm folded, a few little pumps and hit the ball from there.